Hey, listen, guys, I didn't want to make this video, okay? But because of, two comments, like some comments I've received from my last video, I was like, you know what? Let me just make a quick video about this because I got some things I need to get out of my chest, okay? So yeah, let's talk about it. As you guys already know, welcome to the YouTube channel, welcome to the community. If this is your first time here, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell for any time when I post a new video. Please hit the like button, okay? This is really crucial for the YouTube algorithm. So let's talk about it. What is going on in the trucking industry right now? Okay, things are going crazy because of the economy, interest rate, inflation. Like 2 3 months ago, the Fed kept on raising, interest rate. I think right now they take a pause on raising interest rate, but they raised the interest rate for around 5% range. So it's this is a lot. This is a lot to take in, for the economy. So for that reason, the economy really don't really like have a good impact on getting interest rate to be raising. So it impacts the whole industry in general. Like right now we're talking about the trucking industry. So things, consumer goods like food, clothing, and stuff like that, they become more expensive. Okay, because money itself become more expensive to be in possession. Okay, to be possessed. Okay, right now, like the way people used to spend money, go out, eat, buy stuff online, go to local stores, spend money. It doesn't have to be unnecessary, but for needs, they don't spend money like that. We don't spend money like that anymore because things are getting harder right now. Okay, we're probably gonna get into a recession. Who knows? So the economy is in a really bad shape because of inflation. Okay, right now things are way more expensive. Okay, money used to be easy to be borrowed. Okay, like let's say the bank used to, like, if the bank go to the Fed. Okay, this is how it works. The banks go to the Fed and borrow money, right? Banks go to the Fed, borrow money, and then they got that money, and then not borrow, but they get a loan. They get it at a percentage. That's what I'm trying to say. If they get at a percentage, and then they give it to you at another percentage because they have to take the percentage they get from the banks, from the Fed, right? And then they have to charge you an extra because they have to make some return on investment as well, because this is how it works. They get it from the Fed, and then you get it from the bank, and then the bank charge you for the price they take it for from the Fed, and then plus the return on investment. That's why when you go to the bank, you make savings. You deposit savings and stuff like that. You give the bank money. It facilitates the bank from struggling to go to the Fed, because you're giving the bank free money to use for the task. This is another subject, but like, stay with me, guys. Stay with me, okay? I'm gonna get to the point of this video. So the economy in general impact the trucking industry because people don't spend money. We need to consumer goods. We need people to consume stuff the way they used to, in order for us to keep being useful for that, for the people, right? Because that's what we do. We take stuff like from point A, deliver it to point B. What people needs, what people use. This is what we do. We're moving freight from all over the states. This is how we make money as truck drivers. But right now things is not the same. People don't spend money the way they used to, like I said, because money are more expensive. So in this trucking industry, there's a lot of fake people. There's a lot of people who's lying about how they move things, how they make money. I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube. People are saying that, hey man, if they don't pay you at least $3.50 per mile, don't do it. $5, $6. Like for example, me, like I move freight for at least $6. Like right now, they never show the numbers. Okay, my last video, I showed you guys, like how I had a bad week. This was my last. This was actually the worst week so far in 2023. I was sharing my journey with you guys, like showing you like the mistake that I have made, and I was asking for advice, guidance and stuff like that, because this is how we do it in this community, right? So this is what I was like. This is what I would like. I was asking for advice. I was like sharing my journey with you. So that was the point of making this video, because I wanted like to show you what a bad week looks like in the trucking business. And since it was like my worst week, I had to mention it, I had to make a video about it and stuff like that, explain to you guys what happened to me and stuff like that. So there's some gentlemen, who made like some comments like from that video that I don't really appreciate. Actually, one of them, to be honest with you. But we're gonna get to that part, right? Stay with me. So these people, like I said, they being fake. They don't really tell people the truth about this industry. They forgot that there's also other people who's been doing it for a little while, who knows exactly what's going on. So they can't really lie to everybody. I'm referring to the people who pretending things are always good in this market. They're always wanting freight for good amount of weight. In reality, it's not. Okay, so like I said, I've seen some videos. People be saying like, "Oh yeah, they're moving freight for like $5, $6 per mile." It's a lie. Stop the cap. Okay, you cannot be lying to people like that and pretend like you're doing good. Listen, right now, 99% of drivers are doing bad. 99% of drivers, are going through that cycle we in right now. Are going to that downturn, market we in right now. There's like no way around it. Okay, if you think you can, if you think you cannot fool everyone, for those people, you cannot fool everyone. So with that being said, these people, if you show let's say for example, if they know how much money you're making as a truck driver, right? If they know that you be moving for it for $2, $3 per mile, they be like, oh man, you can't be doing that, you know. This industry, you hurting us if you taking load for that amount of money. These freights, you cannot be moving freights for that low rate because you're hurting the industry. That's why they don't want to pay drivers, properly and stuff like that. And they will go around and get the freight for $1.50. This is, hypocrite. This hypocrisy, whatever they call it. I'm sorry, guys. English is not my first language. All right, so like this hypocrisy, they need to stop it. Okay, this is what we're dealing right now in the trucking industry. Let's say, for example, right now I'm in Kentucky, guys. I'm sorry if I over a little bit feeling I sound a little bit agitated. It's because this is the way I wanna this is how I start the video. I'm sorry. So right now I'm in Kentucky, right? We've been in Kentucky for at least 2 days. Every time the dispatch call us, they offer us like $2 or a mile. We say no, at least $2.50 to move to the south because we're trying to go home. We're trying to go to Florida, right? Because usually wherever you at, if you want to go to Florida, usually they pay good rate because Florida is a deadhead. I mentioned that on my last video. I think my last video or before my last video, you can check it out. I made a video especially about Florida, the market in Florida. So my dispatch be saying that, man, they're offering only $2 a mile, $2.15. I was like, you know what? Let us get like $2, at least $2.50. We've been here for 2 days because we kept on ignoring, rejecting freight for $2 a mile. And you know what's happening? What's been happening since these 2 days we've been rejecting them. All the drivers are taking them for way less. They're taking them for $1.50. I'm not even making that up. They're taking it from $1.50. They're taking it for $1.80, $1.60. Because you know why? Because in this industry, my friend, everybody's looking out for themselves. Everybody trying to make what's trying to make decision based on what's good for them. Okay? That's why when people come in at you, be like, hey man, if they see you taking up freight for like $2, they be coming at you, hey man, you can be doing that. You heard in the industry. These are the same people who go around and get it for lower price. I'm telling you, this is how the industry works. Okay, this hypocrisy need to stop because as a community, we don't really stick together because always all the time we pretend to stick together, but most of the time we don't. We pretend we're sticking together, but in reality we're not because everybody is doing their own thing in this industry. Everybody has their own way on moving. Okay, so the market is bad. Okay, the way things used to be, say for example, 2 years ago, right? 2 years ago, you could have booked freight for over $3. This was the baseline. Freight used to be at least $3 a mile 2 years ago. The trucking industry was great. Lease drivers used to make at least $5K a week. Okay, this is how it used to be like 2 years ago. Things were running smooth, but right now it's not. We're in a different market cycle. Okay, drivers are not gonna just stay and then wait for $3 per mile. I'm gonna give for those of you, okay, before I get to that. Let's get to the comment section, okay. First, I'm gonna put the comments on the screen to show you guys like who like what they say exactly. So I think I have these right here. I'm gonna put it on the screen right there as well. So I have like for my last video, right? My last video was about this is how much money. The title was like this is how much money I made as the lease operator. But actually I was making this video about the worst week I had so far in 2023, right? You following? So I had this comment. This one wasn't too bad. The person names is AJ Longwith. I'm sorry, man, if I mispronounce your name. So the person say, okay, I still have a CDL and I've been there and done that. Okay, if you're not hauling freight for $3 a mile, you better off being a company driver. Do not hold cheap freight. It hurts all of us when you haul it. Okay, do not let brokers control your bottom dollar. Park the truck. Okay, this wasn't too bad. Of a comment. I understand his point of view, even though everybody got different point of views when it comes to this trucking business, because everybody has different sacrifices, different things going on into their life. That's why for me, if I'm okay with not taking $2 a mile freight, but some drivers they will take it like from like they will just grab it. You know why? Because some drivers they don't care. Some drivers some drivers they're not even resident to the U.S. They they do have the immigration papers. They legally can work in the US, but I'm sorry, in the US, but they're not resident here. Like they don't have no rent to pay. They don't have houses to pay, no rent, anything like that. They just work for 6 months or 8 months. They stay in the truck, and then they go to the country. So they don't stay in this country. They don't stay in the US. They don't have no bills to pay outside of driving and eat on the streets. So these type of drivers, they will take freight for $1.50. They're just gonna grab it, and then you who's like the driver who's trying to make a difference, trying to stick with a standard price, range, you're gonna get fucked. I'm sorry, but this is how it works because everybody's looking out for themselves. Everybody trying to do what's best for them based on what they're dealing with in this industry. Let's take another example, right? There's some drivers right now who was 2 weeks away from paying off a truck, from paying off a loan. They took to pay it off a truck. 1 month away to do that, to finish that with that payment. 2 months, 3 months, 6 months away, or probably 1 year away because they already paid 2 years already. They have 1 year left to done with that payment, so they could own the truck totally. You think those drivers are gonna ignore $2 per mile? So they do just You think they're gonna just sit here and then wait for a miracle? No, they're just gonna move. These drivers who have who's 2 weeks away from getting off, these payments, they're gonna take freight for $1.50. That's what's going on. Everybody has their own needs. Everybody has their own things going on. So that's why, let's say this comment. Let's say, okay, if you're not hauling for $3, okay, this person, it looks like he hasn't been driving for a little minute now, because maybe he doesn't understand what's going on in the market right now. Maybe some of you guys who's commenting on my video, like I said, guys, I appreciate the comments because this is a community. This is what we do. We share ideas. But some comments, listen, $3 or more, at least $3. If you're not holding a freight $3, you better off being a company driver. Come on now. You cannot hold freight for $3 a mile right now. If you're on the street right now, if you're over the road, if you're doing OTR right now, you cannot be doing that. You can hold freight for way less than that. $2, $2.50. $2.50, you have to be really resistant. You have to you resist to get a $2.50. The way I'm trying to do it for at least 2 days right now. Okay? You cannot get $3 an hour. Okay, you better off being a company driver. But what about if you had some payments going on and you on the last steps on getting this the truck get done with that payment? What do you say? What do you say to these drivers right now? That's what I'm trying to say. But I really appreciate the comment though. But I understand your point of view. So I agree to disagree. But because in some different situation, this is not the best thing to do, because like I said, everybody has to do what's best for them in this industry. That's why like the community like to stick together for a certain level of price, it will never work. Okay. The second comment got my attention the most. That's actually, I think this is the reason why I'm making this video, because of the second comment. It was so cool. Actually, I ain't gonna lie to you, it was cool. So the second person names is Calvin Choker Dog. Okay, Calvin Choker Dog said, "Hey, again, Calvin. I'm sorry if I mispronounce your name, if I misspell it. Okay, you're not running a business; it's running you. A dollar amount, not to be rude, but your problem with the industry. I think he's trying to say like you are the problem with the industry, or you are the problem with this industry. Yeah, I think that's what he's trying to say. But, anyways, listen, Calvin. This comment, for me, the way I see this comment is destructive. Okay, criticism. This is destructive criticism. Okay, you destroy me with this comment because you don't know like what I'm going through, and I open to you, and then I share ideas, and I showed you like my worst week in 2023, and I even asked for advice. What did I do wrong in the video? This is why, like I said, we created this YouTube channel to share ideas, networking, have make friends. You know, this is like stay connected one to each other. That's why if you have any idea, if you have any advice for people, you could always drop it at on the comment section. But this is more like a destructive criticism. Is doing no good. This one is doing no good for me, other than just like destroying me, destroying my dreams, because you haven't said anything like to help me out with what I'm going through. All you say is pointing finger at me, saying like I'm the problem with this industry just because I had a bad week. Just because I had a bad week. This is not the way. This is not the way you should see it, man. This is not the way you should see it, because this industry we're in right now, it's really bad. It's really bad, but we're trying to survive it. Whether you like it or not, we're in this together, man. We're in this together. So, Calvin, the comment, man, this comment got me really, because you're saying like, okay, I'm the reason why this industry is not working properly, right? People like me are the one, like all the drivers, like drivers like me are the one who's just destroying this industry. But the fact that the reality is, me ignoring those freights for like 2 days right now, those $2 per mile, and other drivers are taking it like right away. Who really destroying this industry? That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I don't like about people being like a hypocrite. If you're a hypocrite, let's say I ignore those freight, right? I've been ignored. Actually, it's a fact. All those people go on and take it. Who knows? You probably like the one who's taking it. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. I bet hypothetically speaking. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna give you the benefit of that. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys the benefit of that. Let's say, for example, right now you both in a situation where like Calvin and the other guy AJ. I don't know if it's a guy, but I'm just assuming. Okay, AJ and Calvin, right? Let's say, for example, AJ and Calvin right now are like in better position than where I'm at right now. Okay, they're in a better company than where I'm at right now, right? Because this is possible, even though the market is really crushing us down. But some people might have the opportunity to work uh, to work with good freight in this cycle, right? So Calvin and AJ, right? Let's say, for example, you guys are killing it right now, and I pray God for you to keep on doing it, keep on prospering and stuff like that, and good blessings for you guys. Okay, but if you guys can at least share some ideas, I'm talking more about Calvin, right? If you guys like somewhere in a position where you know guys have some intels, you guys have some informations, you guys have the data. Maybe you guys have better information than I do, than us. You know what I'm saying? Share it with the community. You know, this will be more useful comments. Instead of being destructive, instead of being instead of being like um, uh, I don't know, selfish. because the selfishness. If you have the information, if you know how things going for you, if you are on the green side of the desert, okay, and you see your brothers, your sisters struggling, at least hand them over your hands, like at least in trying to reach them, and then guide them into the proper path. I think this is what you should do. So with that being said, what I'm trying to tell you is, if you're in a company right now, you killing it, you're doing $3 a mile right now, we would really appreciate it if you share this information with us in the comment section. Tell us more about this company. How can we get in? How can we make money like the way you're making it right now? Because telling me that I'm the problem with this industry make me feels like, I'm being skeptical about it. So this got me thinking like, maybe you really like the type of, like, hypocrite type of people who's going around like pointing fingers at people, saying like, "Oh, you destroying this industry by taking $2 a mile, and then you go around and then taking it for $1.50." This is how I be feeling, about it. But if you weren't being so destructive in your comments, and with your words, instead you are being, useful, you are being, like more of a help. I would see it differently. I would think of that differently, because we in this together, man. We in this together. So so yeah, like I said, everybody's looking out for themselves in this community. So I don't really appreciate this type of comments, because you don't know what I'm going through. You don't know what I'm doing to keep my family fed. You know what I'm saying? You don't know you don't know how am I struggling. Just because I share my journey with you, showing you, like, what's a bad week looks like in the trucking business, and since I said, like, I said, I said in the comment section, hey, if you guys see me, I did something wrong, totally, like, let me know in the comment section below, because I need advice. Maybe I need guidance. I also need guidance. I'm open to ideas, man. But you cannot be coming in the comment section and be like, hey, man, I'm the problem with this industry. I'm the reason why this industry being destroyed. This is not fair, man. This is not fair. This is destructive. You just being, like, you just being, you said in the comment section, not to be rude, but you were being rude. You were being way worse than that. So listen, brother, I don't have no beef with you, nothing like that. I'm just saying, man, listen, we're in this together. Like, if you have a better intel, if you have a better, if you have better information that could help us, guide us, like, I'm all ears, man. This is why we're here. This is why we build this community. But instead of destroying me like that, while you don't know exactly what my struggle, okay, what I'm going through, but it would be better instead to understand and, fill me up, with what's going on your side. If it's good, maybe we could, share. Don't be selfish. That selfishness is not great for the community. So if any of you guys, like, was watching this video, I've intel, what's best right now, because I know, like, we're going through this a lot, like, together. So share the idea. So that was the point of me making this video. Hopefully, like, I've never done video that long. I'm not even gonna try to edit it. I mean, I know some part of it I'll be mumbling just a little. Like I said, guys, English is not my first language, so forgive me if I be, stuttered sometimes. So yeah, that's it for today's video, man. Let me know, guys. Give me something on the comment, so I could work with. Or the community could work with. Guidance. Guidance. Ideas. But do not destroy. Let's not destroy one another. This is not the way to move forward in this downturn, like, on this downturn, market cycle we're in right now. So that's it for today's video, guys. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, okay? Subscribe to the community, okay? Stay in touch, and then I will be posting more video in the near future, and to stay connected with you guys. So peace. Go out there and make some money and be safe. All right, I will see you in the next one. Peace.